Hi everyone, it's me, Carbundance, and I'm so glad you're back again with me here in the park and in the sunshine. If you are German, don't forget to hop over to my German channel because this video is in German there, and I'm trying to grow that channel so we can have all of these information also in the German area, because actually I haven't seen much of that in the German area about eating disorder recovery and also all of the topics that I talk about in metabolism recovery. So don't forget to subscribe there and also activate the notification bell. Also, that it is valid for everyone who is subscribed here. Activate the notification bell so you are notified every time I post videos, and I am posting quite a lot of videos from now on. At least I try to. So let's see. We'll start. So you see a cappuccino, a vegan cappuccino with plant-based milk. I think it was with Dandy Blend, even not even real coffee. Also, as I said, I'm not about the caffeine at all, actually. I just really like the taste of coffee, but here I think that looks like Dandy Blend, and with milk. Not a lot of milk, but a little bit, because I really had to challenge. That was the time when I really challenged the fear of liquid calories. Just the thought of having something liquid that is calorific, and you know that you could just leave out and just not eat. Like, it always felt so not worth it to me, or I always had the fear that my body is not really able to kind of process them in a way that without me eating more calories than I should. You know what I mean? Okay, I will actually have to get a little bit warmer again so I don't freeze like yesterday. And so yeah, this is it. Yeah, and then the oranges, you see oranges and grapes and yogurt, soy yogurt back then, and also there was VivoLife protein in there, the vanilla flavor. So the thing is, you know, you don't need protein, and I also wasn't using it there, just in very, very tiny amounts. I would not be, if I were ever happened to be an affiliate for VivoLife, because nowadays who is not an affiliate for VivoLife, at least among the vegans. If I were affiliate of VivoLife, I would really, like, I would always disclaim that you don't need it. Like, it's, for me, it was only because of the taste. And because I did the program of this girl that I talked about yesterday, and she emphasizes protein as well to lose the fear of all of the macros, but also because she's doing bodybuilding, you know, and well, that's a different topic. I'm also trying to react to influencers in some other videos sometime soon. See how it goes. I really have to figure shit out for now, how I go about it in the best way, so it's as the most enjoyable for you and for me as well, because otherwise it's not sustainable. So there's the vanilla protein in there, and it's super, super yummy. I have to say that if you don't overdose it, like, it's only like 1 or 2 grams in there. It's stevia, you know, that's also a topic for itself. I really had to challenge my fear of real sugar, and of course, you know, I'm a carb girl, but the thing is, I also like sugar. For me, if I didn't have to use it, I would also opt for maybe stevia or so, because, you know, it's not really a whole food. I wasn't really afraid of it, but I would still avoid it, if that makes sense. Even though I knew, you know, I've always known that, like, since I'm high carb, I've even actually made a video 1 year ago, or not 1 year ago, that 8 years ago, one of my very first videos. You can actually Google it in YouTube, in the search bar. Search for it in the search bar. Is a calorie a calorie? Or I think it's called A Calorie Is Not a Calorie. but I think it's in German. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in German actually. Anyways, I always knew that sugar is not readily stored as fat and stuff, and so, you know, but still, it's kind of, if I could be as whole food as possible, why would I not be, right? And so I didn't actually use it, and stevia always felt a little bit more safe for me, if that makes any sense. And then, you know, oats, like the vegan kind of food. I love oats. I'm an oat girl. But the thing is, I could actually say I might have abused oats in the past. There's actually been a time where I added 10 times as much water to my oats than the weight of the oats. Like if I made 100 grams of oats, I would actually add a liter of water and then like just cook it for 30 minutes on the stove, and then, you know, they just they get so soaked up, right? And so they take up a lot of volume in your stomach, and that's why they're also so satiating, also because of the type of fiber that's in there. And I wasn't doing that there, you know, that was really extreme, like 10 times the amount of water, but maybe 4 to 6 times the amount of water, and that's still like a lot of volume. And I love the consistency of oats. But right now, I just because I can, and just because I try to live as if calories don't matter, and they actually really don't matter once your metabolism, you know, they won't. The amount of calories you consume does not determine how your body looks. It's all about a healthy metabolism, all about a healthy endocrine system and hormones. But that set aside, I now just put very tiny amount of water, or even like milk, like liquid calories to it. So not to use oats. I try to not eat high volume foods basically right now. I just try to eat very dense and always do the opposite, the complete opposite of what the eating disorder voice would say. Let's see if it's still recording. I'm so thankful. Oh. Okay, so more of the same. It looks really yummy. Then a snack. Yeah, I always felt safer eating like proper meals, like they say. And you know, this is very dense. It's vegan, it's with nuts and dried fruit, and it's super yummy. And that these were kind of, yeah, some of the first steps that I tried to introduce more of the not high volume foods, and to kind of find out and rewire the fear, lose the fear of having to eat a lot of volume. I wanted to find out if what so many people say is true, and which I think now is not really true, that you have to eat like the calorie density kind of thing. Yeah, of course you're fuller sooner when you eat like calorie undense foods, but are you satisfied? Is it sustainable? You need to have a lot of calories. Like, what's the point? You should not be trying to eat as high volume as possible. It's like, it doesn't even make any sense. That's also the reason why many vegans maybe become ex-vegan and say they really suffered physically, which I don't think I have. I only suffered mentally because of my past, not because of veganism. And so I think it's a shame that there's such a big movement within the community that says you have to eat, like, if you want to lose weight, just eat fruits and vegetables and grains and legumes, but nothing else, because that is how you lose weight, and that is the only way how your body will recognize, manage it the right way, so you won't eat too much and stuff. That only leads to a low metabolism long term. Like, look at Chef AJ and stuff. She actually has hypothyroidism, and claims that he doesn't know why, or no one knows why. But hypothyroidism doesn't have to be primary. It can be secondary hypothyroidism. hypothyroidism, which I was hypothyroid in the time when I was overtraining and had adrenal fatigue and was not eating enough. Of course it will wreck and like fuck up your thyroid. Of course it will. And I think that's how the creepy deterioration of vegans, you know, starts. It's because they don't eat enough calories, and that's partly because everyone or many people in the vegan community think they have to eat as whole food and as high volume as possible, and so the body, as if the body couldn't also use the nutrient and what's the nutrient and the macronutrient receptors, I think. The micronutrient receptors and the macronutrients. Like the energy receptors. You know, it can also tell you that you're full and that you've had enough if you don't eat high volume food. It really works. It works for me, and it's so, you know, it blew my mind the more I came to know that. But the thing is, it will only work like once you are actually, once you don't feel the extreme hunger anymore. Once you are out, you came out of the calorie deficit. Once you went through the extreme hunger, so the physical and the mental hunger is kind of more of the same, and they don't contradict each other. Like the main thing is like being full, but you still want food, thinking of food and stuff. But yeah, okay, let's move on. So let me know if I ramble too much, guys. Comment, be brutally honest with me, and let me know if I ramble too much, or if you actually like the extra info that I talk about. Another failed banana ice cream with also, you know, I was experimenting how to make banana ice cream, but I actually was kind of a little bit afraid of making like just bananas, just frozen bananas, because that would mean like double the calories. I actually also added water and ice cubes, even though the Vitamix is able to do it without the ice cubes. Yeah, no comment. So we have lasagna here. It's vegan. My husband made it a few days before that, and you know, also kind of scary at the time for me. Now it wouldn't be scary at all anymore for me. Now I would even eat the real lasagna, because it's actually my favorite food. Like my mom's lasagna has been my favorite food for all of my life, and it probably will, like always will be. But you know, this was very scary as fuck for me, because it's so dense, and there's vegan ricotta, and yeah, it's just so dense, that's all. And I didn't have the control about what went into it. I just, you know, at that time I started to challenge that fear when someone else makes something for me and I don't have the control. Because yes, there's also, I think there's also some vegan oil in there, yeah, and the obligatory vegetables here. So yeah, they don't win the Nobel Prize, I think, the photos. Okay, let's end it here, and I will do the what I eat now in a separate video. Let me know if you want them both in one video, like one 20-minute video or two 10-minute videos. Let me know. Bye bye.